Well, hello, friends. How y'all doing? I told you all. I posted. Sydney Adams is here. Sydney is standing right here with us. Me and Mama is just getting ready to mix up some Vidalia cornbread. That's all we're having because I mentioned to Sydney. She said, "I've never had that." And I said, "Girl, today's your day." A friend and I was talking about it today at work, and I thought I'm making me a pomade tonight. Mama's got the ring out, so I'm going to show you how to use it on the Micro Pro in case some of y'all was wondering that too. So it's an all-inclusive night. Sydney, come over here and tell the folks what you're up to.
Hey everybody!
So Sydney, you've been singing. You don't mind if I chop onion? It won't hurt your voice, will it?
I might cry a little bit.
These you don't cry with these. These are sweet.
Oh, really?
These are Texas sweet. They're not really Vidalia, but they're Texas sweet. So tell them what you've been up to, girl.
Since the last time I've been on here, I've been real busy singing and just staying busy. Just about every weekend, really.
So do you do concerts?
Yep.
Okay. Can they come to see you?
Yeah. So one of you that I don't know if you're tuning in right now, I can't remember your name, but I had somebody come to my show in Kentucky actually from
really?
one of your viewers. Yep. So it was really good to meet you.
Well, we've got the best people in the world in our family here of people. Coffee Time friends are the best friends, and they really are. We don't just say that. They truly are. And they will probably look you up and come and see you. So how they, like, if they want to know, where is Sydney Adams this weekend? Or I wonder if she's nearby. Can they go to your website? Or?
Yes. My website stays up to date for the most part. I try to do my best on that. And that's sydneyadamsmusic.com. I always post on Facebook or Instagram. So here on Facebook, you can get me at Sydney Adams Music. I'm sorry, it's just Sydney Adams now. Sydney Adams. And give that a thumbs up. I always post about my shows, and I play around Kentucky, Tennessee, but I've also been to Missouri, and I'll be going back out to Missouri. I've been up around Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, so Virginia, West Virginia. We get around, so maybe I'll get to see you all.
Now, I know your mom and daddy, they follow you everywhere, don't they?
Yep, they're my biggest fans.
We've been friends for years and years. In fact, we were friends long before Sydney ever showed up. I remember when they said this child was on the way. I'm about to turn y'all over. So that's how old I am. I'm that old, Sydney.
Oh.
So Sydney, do you know how to make regular cornbread?
I've helped. I don't do it on my own because I know I'll mess it up and it just will be disappointing.
Oh, it can be disappointing, girl. So I have cut up, and this looks like a huge amount. But while you were talking there, this is just about 3 slices off about a half of that sweet Vidalia onion. That's what this is. I'm just going to set it aside now. So Sydney, let's make this some cornbread, girl. So this is Mama's old 50-something-year-old Tupperware. It ain't dirty, it's just used. So put you about a scoop, and this is fancy measuring looking there. That's a teacup. Put you about a scoop and a little in there, a good healthy scoop.
All right.
And yes, we just washed our hands, I promise, both of us. Right before we got here. I'll let you have that. We're going to teach you how to make cornbread, and then we're going to teach you how to spice it up with some Vidalia. Because what we're going to do, we're going to make regular cornbread, and then we're going to stop. And I'm going to say, now, Sydney, if you want cornbread, that's what all you have to do. So that's all you have to do to that, girl. And
that's
then,
how I measure things.
That's right, measure with your heart.
Yep.
And put about a half a cup of that in there. This is just plain self-rising white lily flour. And these cups are Mama's cups that she's had in here for 50 years, so they've worked all this time.
Yeah.
So you just put all that, that's fine. Measure with your heart. Now, Mama's already putting stuff up, you'll notice, because she does that. Now, you know what this is, a good old country egg. Do you know how to test it in the shell?
How do you do that?
I'll show you. So, Mama puts hers in a bowl. I even taught Mama this. Can y'all see? So, when you're going to test it in the shell, you crack it on your counter, like that. And then you just hold it up here, and you open it up and look in it. And if it looks good and healthy, and round yolk, no white, no cloudy, look how pretty that is.
Yeah.
You've tested it now. It's good to go. You can put it in a bowl, dirty up something else. But even Mama started doing that. Did I just drop shell in there? See, you don't want no shell in there.
Uh-oh, shame on you.
That's right. Shame, shame. Shame, shame. Mama's going to hand you a... No, she ain't. I'm going to hand you. Right here in this magical drawer, there is a spatula. This orange one, this is the best spatula God ever made.
I have my favorites.
Do you have one of these?
Yeah, my favorites. Not like that, though. That one's fancy. fancy.
This is a fancy one.
Yeah.
In fact, you can take that one home with you to make cornbread with. And you can say, that's my cornbread special. So
We've used that in a lot. I'll get
she'll get you one. I mean, that's what I mean. We're going to get you
I
one
want to
today.
take your favorite one.
Oh, we got another one. So this is just plain old whole buttermilk. Now this is another measure with your heart. So that's just a little dry buttermilk. Just pour that in here like this, about enough. See, now that's probably enough. Give that a stir and see if that's not enough. You'll know it when you see it. It's getting there. Let's put a little bit more. Now you can put a little bit of water. You don't have to have buttermilk, and you can use whole milk.
Buttermilk's where it's at, though. When you're making
Buttermilk's
cornbread.
where it's at with cornbread. Now see, girl, you can make cornbread, because that's it. That's as much as you have to know right there.
Boom.
Go home, make your daddy some, see if it tastes like anything he's ever had before. Will your daddy eat cornbread?
Oh, my dad loves cornbread. You can look at my family and just know that we love good cooking. So
I know he's a picky eater.
there you go.
All right. Now, Sydney, you did perfect. You can't be no better than that right there. Folks, that is beautiful. So all you would have to do at this point is pour your cornbread in your hot iron skillet that's been already put in the oven with some lard or bacon grease or canola oil if you want to go healthy. And when it's piping hot, you take it and pour it in there and put it back in there for about 25, 30 minutes. And or until golden brown on top. Now, we're going to get a little different with it. This is what's going to make it Vidalia cornbread, okay? So, I'm going to...
Here's you, and I'll lay it here, and you're going to have to touch it.
Thank you.
And remember, that's for cornbread. You can use it for anything. You can even cook with that silicone. I'm going to spray just a little bit of avocado oil in here, okay? You don't have to with these, but it ain't going to hurt a thing. Now, this little ring is the silicone ring, and we're going to put in, we'll probably make 2 batches of this. So that's all we do. We're going to put that silicone ring in there. So we're going to set it aside. Now I'm going to doctor this cornbread up. So I'm not going to use all this onion because we didn't get that much cornbread. It ain't going to be total Vidalia onion cornbread. So I'm going to put a good healthy bit in here. Don't ask me how much. That's going to be 1/4 of a cup and another 1/4 of a cup. So that's 1/2 of a cup going in there. And just because I like it, I'm going to put a little bit right in there. Now this is just going to show up on the top. This is going to let your friends and neighbors know, hey, there's something in that cornbread. And they'll ask you, and you can say, well, that's onions. So there it is. That's all I'm going to do. And then we're going to stir this in. So now, Cindy, this is like making 2 dishes in one. You've learned all this stuff. Now, this is y'all's Southern secret. Now, I don't normally put this in my cornbread, but me and my friend was talking about today the Vidalia cornbread. And we decided that a little bit of onion and garlic with it would make it good, and it'd be almost like eating a big old hush puppy.
Oh,
but it
yeah.
would be good. So, we're going to do that.
Hush puppies.
You're going to love this cornbread.
I can't wait.
This is going to be one of your specials. This is going to be one of those things when the family says we're going to have a get together, they're going to say, hey, Sydney, bring that cornbread. So this is a good shake. We're going to say a good teaspoon, okay? And we're just going to stir that around in there. Just like that. Just like that. Now this is another trick. Y'all hold on. Sydney, here, you talk to them. Mama will leave them. Sydney will stay with y'all. Go ahead, Sydney. Tell them what song you're going to sing first tonight.
So I'm going to be doing a song that I just released last Friday. It's called One More Night with Him. I'm sorry, 2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays, yeah.
On the 21st, it's called One More Night with Him, and I'm very proud of the song. I wrote it about a year ago, and it's one of my favorites to do, so I hope y'all really like it. I can't wait to do it for you.
Here's the inside secret. She told me a while ago that she was writing this song when she was here last time.
Yep.
So you all were in the creative process there.
I've gotten to do some really cool things since the last time I was here too, so
Okay.
it's been a good year.
That's great. So now this is another secret from my friend, Miss Amy. This is just kosher sea salt. Now watch what I'm going to do. Don't tell them Southern ladies, because Mama's like, what are you doing? This is just sea salt that I'm going to put right here in the bottom of this. This makes your cornbread good, people. I've tasted of it. You know them potlucks I was making for work? Well, one day this is what she brought, and I said, "What is that?" And she said, "Just a little kosher snot on the bottom of your hot skillet." And I said, "Okay, count me in. I'll try that." Mama wouldn't let me last time we made it. You know, we only make cornbread like once or twice a month now. So let's pour a little bit of this in here. We're going to fill it up. That's what we're going to do. Mama's going to cook it, and don't ask me how long, because you know what? I don't know, because we ain't made cornbread in this in a while.
It's just like those measurements.
Just by your heart.
Yeah.
We're going to cook it till it's done, and after it's done, then we're going to tell you how long we cooked it.
You know that's going to come out over top of there.
Is it, Mama?
Well, sure, it'll rise.
Will it
up.
rise that much?
Mm-hmm.
I might have forget the ring and just made it in the whole thing. Mama says I've made a mess to be announced. That's the cornbread. We're going to try this, folks. Don't hold me to it. Just say, that's John gooking around again. Let's see. I'm going to put it on casserole mode because I don't want to smash it. Mama's going to put it in there. Mama, tell us how long you put it in there and let us know. Now, y'all didn't come here tonight for cornbread. Y'all come here tonight to hear Sydney sing. So we're going to let her sing a spell, and we're going to let y'all enjoy it because I want to hear it. We wasn't going to cook tonight. I told Mama, I said, we can't cook no big meal because we want to hear more singing and we want to do some eating. And then we got talking about this cornbread when Sydney first came, and I thought, we'll make some of that cornbread because that's just a dash in the pan. And you know, cornbread counts as a whole meal. All right, here she is, folks, Miss Sydney Adams. Sydney, can help you see there.
So, I'll tell you all about the song before I start. This is probably the darkest song I ever wrote. It is about domestic violence. So, if you are in a situation like that, I just want to go ahead and say, please reach out to somebody that you trust and get out of that situation as safely as you can. But also, a little backstory on this is I grew up in a very strong family of women. And we would always say, I've heard it several times, and I've said it several times, you know, if a man ever laid his hands on me, it'd be the last thing he ever did. So, wrote this song with that in mind. It's called One More Night with Him, and it is available on all streaming platforms, so we're going to include that for you all to click somewhere in the comments, a link for you all. And if you have iTunes or Spotify, just click that link, and then you can find your streaming platform on there and listen to it, because that will be the best way to support and show love to me. So here it is, One More Night with Him. Struck a match and I lit a
Sydney, you did good. And that's such a good message to put out there to people. You don't deserve to live in a situation where you're being hurt
Right.
in any way, disrespected.
Yeah. I will say that's not based on true events. As an artist, I write about just about anything. It doesn't mean a
Right.
situation I've been in, thank goodness. But but I do really like that song, and I hope you all really enjoyed it as well.
It certainly is a country song.
Oh,
that's for
yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
So what else you got for us?
I can do. I'll do a little lighter song.
Okay.
Do we have anybody watching from Kentucky?
Oh yeah.
I did this song for y'all last time. That's my original song, Always Home to Me.
I remember that one.
And it is about good old Eastern Kentucky. That is where I'm from. So if we have anybody watching from Kentucky, this one's for you all. Hope y'all like it. It is available for streaming everywhere as well. Somewhere between the bluegrass and the Smoky Mountains, sure sounds good to me. Where the Cumberland River flows just north of Tennessee, and that's where I wanna be. Where my blood runs thick as thieves, where the holler cuts deep. Bring me back to East Kentucky, turn me loose and set me free. It'll always be home to me. All the cooking in the kitchen and slow dancing to the jukeboxes of 1963. If I had my way, I'd head out on the highway and get right back to the way life used to be. Where my blood runs thick as thieves, where the hollow cuts deep. Bring me back to East Kentucky, turn me loose and set me free. It'll always be home to me. Somewhere between the bluegrass and the Smoky Mountains, sure sounds good to me. Bring me back to East Kentucky, turn me loose and set me free. It'll always be home to me. It'll always be home to me.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love your voice, Sydney. You got the most unique voice, and it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
What else you been working on? Anything new or anything you want to redo?
So I say my producer and we just wrapped up the single and put it out there. So I'm just focusing on writing. Currently, I'm just writing and performing as much as I can. And hopefully, I'll be releasing music in late 2023, more music in late 2023 or early 24, just depending on what I can come up with and the quality of what I write from now and then.
That sounds wonderful. If you need a song like "Have a Cup of Coffee with John and Momma," you can use that.
I could. I saw some people commenting. I was trying not to get too distracted while I was singing, but I saw a lot of y'all from Kentucky watching, so.
We have a lot of folks from Kentucky, our neighbors just up the road.
Oh yeah, that's what that song is. Between Kentucky, somewhere between the bluegrass and the Smoky Mountains. That's right where we are.
You were born here. You were living here in Tennessee.
Yes.
And you switched across the line, but I was telling oftentimes we consider Kentucky our hometown. Like
Oh, yeah?
Williamsburg, Kentucky, and Corbin and Kentucky and Jellicoe. All that's
Very
just
close.
one big. If you know somebody from Corbin, they're local folks.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a far piece. It's what I think your or your mom and dad's house is maybe 28 miles from mine
Exactly,
or something.
yeah.
I mean, it's nothing, and you can be there in no time. So we're just all, I mean, just right here together, Kentucky and Tennessee. That's-
Yeah.
I mean, really, Jellicoe is, right, you know,
Right
right
on
down
the
the
line.
line. Yeah. So Mama has the cornbread going.
Well, I put it in there for 8 minutes and somebody filled the little ring.
Did it overflow? Mama's gonna blame me for that, Sydney. It could be my fault.
I
I'm
said,
gonna have
make
to take
a,
Mama's side on this one. I saw it.
I always take her side too because she's always
You're
right.
right.
I said, you don't make too much because the ring don't hold much. Oh, we're going to make 2.
Well, Mama, it didn't turn out that good.
Let's see what it looks like. It's
Sydney, last time you were here, you sang some songs. I know one song you sang that everybody loved was Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a lot of folks. Well, Mama, that
See,
looks pretty good. Sydney's
this-
down in the middle.
the lead wouldn't let it come. If the lead wasn't on it, it would have froze up in here.
Just make sure it's down in the middle. That was one song that a lot of people really enjoyed. I think it needs another minute, Mama.
That song I just did, I wrote it. My husband was in the military. He was in the Coast Guard, and we lived in Maryland for 2 years when I got married to him when I was 19, and we moved up there. And I just missed everything about Kentucky, about my home. So the day that I got back home and I knew I was going to pursue music, I wrote that song. And so I say all that just to say, if there's anybody also watching in the military, I want to thank you for your service.
Yes,
Very,
definitely.
very much thank you for your service. So
Mom and I always like to take the time to thank the folks for their service and to thank people, the families that are home. You know, it's
Yes.
not just, sometimes we think that the veteran as we should, but they've got a family that's back at home waiting and making it work until they get back. And we want to remember them, think of them, and make sure that we are always praying for them, as well as the vet that's over serving.
you can see that cornbread there and what there.
Here, see.
I'm getting the extra because it's done.
If the lead wasn't on it, it would have
Rose up.
rose up in a pond.
Maybe I shouldn't have put the lid on it.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, but I believe the middle is just a little bit soft. Get you some water.
I'll get me a drink. Did you want me to do another song for you all?
Yeah, of course we
While we're
do.
waiting.
Of course we do.
So this is a cover song. I don't own the rights to this song, but I did release this song on my EP last summer when I came down and was on the show with you all. I performed this song and then released it last summer. So if you all like it, it is out there, super countryfied, covered in steel guitar. This is a pop song and it's called Lord, but it always sounds, it's by Lord and it always sounds country when I sing it.
It does. I like it.
It's called Royals.
Love it.
Never seen a diamond in the flesh. Cut my teeth on when it rains. You know what I've done?
What?
I've left my capo in there and I started the song too low.
Okay.
It's time to grab it so I don't ruin it
Yeah,
for y'all.
get your cape up. Ain't she amazing? We're so glad she's here with us tonight. This is that piece of the cornbread I picked off, and I sampled a little bit, and it's very good. The onion in it and the spices, it tastes kind of like a big old hush puppies. So I'm kind of looking forward to the real tone. All right, she's back. Capo in hand.
That's better. I didn't want to scare y'all off. I figured I'd do it the right way. Never seen a diamond in the flesh. Cut my teeth on wet rains and waves.
beautiful. I love that queen bee.
Thank you.
You made that sound good in country. I like that.
Thank you.
You ready for some cornbread?
Oh, I came here ready to eat.
Good. Let's try some of this cornbread. We're gonna sing. We'll let her sing another song before we leave. So don't y'all run off, okay? We're gonna feed her though. Mama wouldn't let her go without feeding. Sydney, would you like some tea, or just the water? You want some tea?
Some tea.
How about some peach tea?
That's my favorite
I don't
kind.
have peach tea made.
Oh, you don't have it made?
No.
What's your cheese?
I'll drink
Regular tea.
whatever. Yeah,
It's
Okay.
not sweetened.
that's okay.
Here, let me see this.
Or I can just drink my water.
That's not sweetened.
Well, I thought we had peach tea, but
I didn't
we
know.
don't. Now this is the corn bread. Now I just put a little cheddar cheese on top, and it's in our little ring here. And I'm just gonna pop him out. See, for somebody, and we ain't gonna name no names because we really ain't even sure who done it.
Fixed it too full.
Made it too full, it went over. You should feel it about 3/4 of the way full. But somebody didn't.
They didn't listen.
Listen to your mother. Okay, I'll say it. Now, what I have done in the past that don't use this ring, I just put it in the whole thing, and it works fine. But the ring works well, too. See there? Let's lay there a moment. Don't get burned.
Pick her up with this.
Now, here's the cornbread, folks. There it is, all done and ready to run. Now, there you go. Look how pretty. With that cheddar cheese on it. See, you want some butter?
Sure.
Mama's going to get some.
Now, if this does taste like a hush puppy, have you ever put honey on a hush puppy?
No, but I've heard of the recipe, honey hush puppies, and you put them in it too, don't you?
I've never done that or heard of that, but when I lived in Maryland, that's where I found out about it. Is people were putting honey on hush puppies, and
Put them on it.
yeah, I wasn't living until I done it. So
Oh lordy! You know what the funny thing is? You try something and you just can't imagine eating any other way. This is good and hot.
wait.
I'm gonna try to get you a piece, but what I'm trying to do is not cut Mama's Micro Pro. If I cut this, why? I don't care if they were on sale and I've done got another one order. I'd be in big trouble. This is the reason people break cornbread. It takes too long to cut it. There you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
So you be the
Gotcha.
taste taster tonight.
I'll be the taste tester, all right?
Here, you got a little bit more crumble coming up.
Okay.
Mama's usually the judge.
You want sugar in yours.
That's all right. I can drink it like that.
Sure, man. We do crazy stuff here.
That's good. Thanks very much.
We drink unsweet tea. I know that ain't even Southern.
If
They'll
there's
probably,
Southern people, watch me now. Don't tell anybody.
yeah, because they'll probably take my Southern license. So,
Yeah.
John, you're drinking unsweet tea. Now, when we have this, we had the reason I offered to. We had sugar,
Sugar in it.
peach tea. Yesterday was
I
sugar
got
tea.
busy and forgot. You want tea, Johnny?
Yes, please, ma'am. It's
There's
decaf
sugar
tea.
right there if you want sugar.
And there's sugar right here. So, sugar up.
Sugar.
Mama, we need a fork.
There's your fork.
All right, here you go, ma'am.
Thank you.
Can y'all see? Let's see.
And if you want sugar, there's your spoon to stir it with.
Sydney, give it a try. Let's bless it, and then we'll try it. Have a seat, Mama. This is going to be supper, so we'll bless it. You want to bless? Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for this wonderful gal. And we just thank you for their beautiful voice and the talent you've given her, dear Lord. And we just pray you put a hedge of protection on her always and lead and guide and direct her and send her into this world. And dear Lord, we just pray for each every prayer request that's out there, those spoken and unspoken. In your precious name we pray. Amen. All right, man, give it a taste. And then I think we probably got some honey over there.
It may not even need it.
But it
It's
may.
got onion and everything in it. Who
It
knows?
may need some honey.
I'll get it
It's
moving.
good.
You have to say that you make it. That's a Southern rule. It's delicious. Now, if you want to stop where I told you to stop, that's good old Southern cornbread. If you want a little bit of that extra twang, just like you have that extra twang. Then you put the onion, this y'all's Southern Secrets onion and garlic, or you can just put your garlic and onion to your satisfaction. And then I put a Vidalia, half a Vidalia onion in.
Yep. I will say, this don't need any honey on it.
You don't?
I went got you, honey.
I'll try it. I'll
She
try
says,
it on there.
you don't need it, but I'll take it.
Yeah. I will
See if
try it on there.
it may have the seal still on it.
No, I don't think it does.
Mama, you sit down here and try yours.
That's not
Now I want some honey. You've got, Lord, if you come up here tonight and got me started eating honey on my cornbread, I'll never get any cornbread. It'll be every 2 months.
Yeah. Good like that too.
I'm going to say honey's healthy, and we're going to go with it. What do you say, Mama? Mama's
Yeah.
coming over here.
I'm good for your allergies, that's for sure.
Sydney's mama's in there in the living room. She said, I'll sit here and listen, but I don't want to be in there with you just messing around. Okay. That's honey on that beautiful Vidalia cornbread with a little bit of onion and garlic powder from y'all's Secret, and a little bit of cheddar cheese on top, and a little bit of honey. Now I'm going to try my first honey back because I've never had it with honey. The honey's good. And we don't do sweet cornbread here because that's just not our thing. But that's not make it sweet. It makes
It's
it
different.
different.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of. When you go to these fast food places and get the chicken nuggets,
Oh, okay.
and you dip in the honey, it's good. Y'all's sweet tea is always good, even if it's unsweet. Sydney, have you ever had y'all's tea before?
I don't think so.
It's a brand
Okay.
called y'all's sweet tea. The only thing that makes it sweet is the sugar you put in it. That's just in their name. So what do you think about just plain old tea with no sugar?
I mean, that's good too.
It's good tea, isn't it?
It's very
I've even got Mama used to it.
I like it.
Mama's waiting on the... Yeah, you didn't unplug your lid, did you? Did you try the cornbread?
No, I've not.
Let me cut you a piece. Mama wants you to try this because maybe since we're on our cornbread ration, I can have this every once in a while in a little bitty ring, and I won't feel it but half full, just like you said you tried to get me to.
Why are y'all rationing?
Well, we're trying to do better on sugar and carbohydrates.
Well, ain't we all?
Sydney, it was getting a little out of hand. We was on a 2-a-week cornbread habit. At least.
Well,
Or
In
more.
7 days, we was doing at least 2 pounds, maybe 3. Then we was doing biscuits in between. And,
what else you gonna eat around here?
well, I know. And Mama was like, her doctor was saying, you need to cut down on that a little bit. And Mama said, I'm cutting down if you ain't cutting down. I said, I'm cutting down. Mama, give it a whirl, girl, and let us.
That's good.
She's putting better on her, Sydney.
She knows what she's doing.
No, I think we may have got cheated.
That's
Should we do a butter and a honey?
I am gonna need some more honey.
Sydney will say to her friends, I went up there to Coffee Time with John and Mama. I gained 10 pounds. They eat awful.
I went up there and I didn't even have 1 cup of coffee. I just had 6 pieces of cornbread.
I'm going to try a little bit of that honey and butter. You got me started on something now.
Can't do it here now.
Mama says you're going to get me started on it next. Mama, what do you think about that mess? Is that a hot mess? Or is that
Yeah, that's a hot mess.
Is it good?
Yeah, that's good. I gotta try.
Will you let me have it again?
Might if you don't overcook it.
On hush puppies and regular cornbread, that honey is my favorite. This is good without it though, but it's good with it too. So
Okay. Well, you can't beat that good with or without.
That's
Mama, what's
good.
yours already?
That's as good as eating it with the biscuit.
That is good, folks. So get you some Vidalia onions or sweet Texas onions, whatever you can get a hold of. Now, Vidalias are only out a certain time of year, and they only come from Vidalia. I do know that. But I call them all Vidalia because they taste so good. And I tell you what, this ranks right up there with the top-notch supper. Sydney, I'm so glad you came now that we got this honey flowing.
yeah, me too. I'm glad to open your old world up in here with some honey.
So there it is, folks. Vidalia onion with y'all's Southern Secret onion and garlic with a little touch of butter and a little bit of honey. 3 overwhelming thumbs up. Let's do it again. See if you got another song in you now that we fed you. Have you got enough strength for another one, girl?
I can do another song.
She's got enough strength worked up. She's
You
gonna
want
sing
another
some-
bite of bread before you have to do that.
Mama's gonna make sure she's good and fed. Ain't you, Mama?
You gotta have them fed good.
Mama says, don't ask her to sing. She's a eating. Is that what you're thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Folks, Mama has been on a tear all week of trying to do all the spring cleaning.
Oh, I ain't got started good yet.
She says, fuck that. We'd be in the tater patch or the corn patch, and I look around and think, well, we almost through. We're almost done. And I said, Mama, we're about done. She said, we ain't over halfway started. Don't you get to thinking that. I went, Mama, I just need a little hope here. Speaking of hope, here's Sydney, and she's going to sing us a good song. I'm going to move out of your way.
I'll do another original song for you guys. This song was included on my album that I released last summer, and it's called Sinners Like Me, and it is for anybody that maybe you're that person, maybe you know that person. I'm sure you do know that person because I know a few of them. Myself, you've got a good heart, you've got a heart of gold, but you can never make the right decision, you never make the right choice, and you're always in a hole that you can't get out of. So that's what this song is about. I wrote it and included it on my last album. It goes like this. If y'all like it, you can stream it on all the streaming platforms, and you like me. So, called Sinners Like Me. Road to hell is paved with good intentions, and the stairs to heaven are lined with sinners. Not really a loser, I ain't never been a winner. I ain't perfect, I ain't trying
beautiful
y'all.
song. I don't know if you played that one last time, did you?
I don't know if I did or not.
I don't remember if you did or not. Well, do you got anything else you want to tell us about? What are you up to? What are you going to be up to? Where's the next place they can find you?
So this weekend, I'm in Kentucky. I'll be in, let's see, Friday, I'll be at Riverbend Pub. It's in Vanceburg, Kentucky. And then Saturday, I'll be at Proud Mary, and that is in Lexington, Kentucky. So that's where I'll be this weekend. And I've got a very busy May, so I'm pretty busy this month. If y'all want to find out exactly what I'm up to, the best way to keep up with me is to get me here on Facebook at Sydney Adams and follow me, give me a thumbs up, do whatever, be my friend, I'll be your friend, all that good stuff. And I always post about my upcoming shows and cool things that I've gotten to do. I got to, between the last time I was here and this time, I got to do some very, very cool things. I got to open up for Tracy Lawrence in London, Kentucky.
Wow.
And I got to meet Connie Smith all in one night. So it was kind of the best night of my life. I got to meet Connie Smith, Ricky Skaggs, Steve Werner, Carly Pierce.
Oh, wow.
And I'm probably forgetting somebody, but Connie Smith walked by my dressing room and I did tear up. So that's definitely the best night ever.
I saw the pictures on Facebook.
I got to meet them at Carly's Kentucky Music Hall of Fame induction. So that was very, very neat. I got to perform there, and any photos or videos or whatever, they're always posted to my Facebook or my Instagram if you guys are on there.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as my new song goes, and my old songs too, they are all on streaming platforms, and I will really, really stress that the best way to support an independent artist like myself and show me some love is to go to Spotify, go to Apple Music and Amazon Music and whatever streaming platform you have, I'm on there. Go there, look me up, and stream my songs. That's the best thing you can do.
And I love the video that you have if you don't know when he was dancing as a little girl.
Thank you.
That is so good. I love that video.
Appreciate that.
Beautiful video. So you got anything else you want to do, or are you just ready to eat some more cornbread?
I don't know. That's up to you guys.
Do y'all have a song out there you want to hear? Let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, I'd like to see some of these comments, maybe. If anybody has any questions or anything.
There you go, folks. Q&A right there.
Yeah, somebody ask me a question. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to answer your question. Someone said, how do you spell your name? But I'm going to say, how do you spell your name? And that's Sydney, S-Y-D-N-E-Y, Adams, A-D-A-M-S. And that's how you'll type it in there on Facebook. That's how you spell my name. Does anyone have any questions for me? Everyone's asking what my Facebook is. So I'll show John how to do it, and he'll tag my page in this video.
We'll tag it in the comments with the rest of our stuff.
Yes, he'll do a big favor for me.
Yes.
Since everyone's asking. So
We sure will.
help you all out. Help you all find it. Thank you all so much.
But it's Sydney Adams.
Yes, Sydney Adams.
So if you want to just go and search it, Sydney Adams Music is on there.
It's on Instagram. Yes.
Okay.
So I appreciate all the kind words. Hello from Mississippi. Hey there.
So when are you moving to Nashville and doing all that stuff?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever have to move there, but if I did have to, I would go. I'm staying very busy right now. I've been very fortunate to do a lot of cool things. I did get down to Nashville for the very first time a couple months ago. I got to play a very, very good venue, 3rd and Lindsley. And so I was very excited to go there.
Yeah.
So a couple questions just came in. How did I get my start? I started playing and singing when I was 15 years old, playing guitar and writing. And that's really where it all started for me. Someone said something about Louisville. I don't know when I'll be there, but I am working on getting a show fairly close to Louisville at the Southgate House. I know it's in Covington, but I think that's pretty close to Louisville.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
That's exciting.
how old am I? I'll leave that to your all's imagination. I'm trying to look as young as possible forever. So.
She's really, really young. Remember I told you, I remember the day she was born, so she's really, really young.
Maybe you're just telling on yourself.
You're really young, child.
Okay.
Trust me.
Gatlinburg, not anytime soon. Not in the up and coming plans, but I'd love to come down there. So.
Especially if Dolly's out there. Dolly watches us every night. I'm
Oh,
sure.
I bet. Yeah.
Dolly, honey, right here's just somebody to play at Gatlinburg.
Hello, Dolly.
I wish Dolly was watching every day. We love some Dolly.
Absolutely.
Or Reba. Reba's got that new restaurant.
Yes.
So Reba, if you're watching, which I know you and Dolly get together and watch Coffee Time.
Reba has a murder ballad.
Yes, she does.
That's one out of Georgia.
That's
So.
one out of Georgia, yeah. I love the message in that song, and I love that you brought that out. You know, and it's, you know, you are important. If nobody has told you today, you are important. You're a VIP. God made you for a reason. He put you here for a reason. He don't make any trash. You are important, and you claim that.
Yeah.
If someone's treating you like you're not important, inform them they are wrong.
Yeah.
And don't put up with stuff like that. Nobody put you here to be hurt or disrespected or any of that stuff.
Yeah, that song, I've never experienced that personally, but when I wrote that song, I know how it made me feel, and when I perform that song, it makes me feel kind of empowered. I really love playing that song. I think that's one of the reasons why. Just for.
Do you ever have anybody come up to you and say, you don't know how much that song hit my life, or I've lived this
I've had
life?
a lot of compliments on the song. I have had someone, only once so far, come up to me and tell me their experience that was similar to the song. They didn't kill anybody, but they did tell me about the domestic violence side of the song. So.
It's just awful. It's awful that it's awful that it goes on. It's awful that people think they have to put up with that.
Yes.
And, so often it does end in something like that, and if we could just stop it before it gets to that point. Stop it before it starts. There's signs a lot of times. Sometimes there's not, but a lot of times there is. But the important thing, not just for domestic violence, the important thing for just everyday life and everyday living, you matter. You are important, and that's important. You have value.
You're very valuable.
And you get down days, and you think, nobody cares, nobody loves me, nobody sees me, and that's not so. That's not so. Sydney, I was trying to get your whole guitar and all that goodies.
Yep, here's my whole guitar. This is my Guild. This is my Jumbo. I
That's
don't know if y'all can tell, but it's big.
I thought you was just a little girl, but this is a big guitar.
I'm playing a big guitar to make me look a little bit smaller, like every other female in country music.
Please. Take pictures of yourself today, and in 15, 20 years look back and say, she was a perfect little lady.
I'm trying to age like fine wine, so maybe.
Well, you're doing a good job. You're doing a real good job. Well, folks, we thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We always appreciate you. And Sydney, we always appreciate you being here. Come back anytime. You have an open invitation.
Thank you very much.
We won't work you so hard. Maybe we'll feed you better next time. Might even make you cook it. Now, don't get out and tell everybody that you came up here. And
Don't spoil me.
Don't get out and tell everybody you came up here and we made you to cook it and everything else. They made me make my own supper.
I wasn't that supper of cornbread, but it was good.
Oh, Mama, you don't think that was a good supper?
Yeah, it was good. But
I just liked it because it was cornbread, Mama.
Yeah.
Look at that. We did a good work on it. Now, this little cornbread, I'll tell you, Mama made it for 10 minutes in that ring, even after I gommed around with it. And you should have cooked it, you should have fixed about half, 3/4 up. But see, it's done in the middle. It's delicious, and look at that. And Mama, tell them again how good it was.
It was real good. Yeah.
It was, wasn't it? And
Yes,
Sydney
did a good job.
And Sydney has now come up here and taught us a bad habit. She has taught us honey and butter on cornbread. Now, I may
Now,
never be the
butter
same,
on
Sydney.
cornbread's ours.
Butter's already been here. But the honey, Sydney, I may never be the same. And you'll be responsible. Sydney, we're going to give you the last word. What's going on? And, tell us where you're at.
So I'll be in Kentucky this weekend,
Right.
but any of the upcoming shows that I have a very, very busy May. So he's a newer artist that I get to open for, and I'm going to forget his name. Cameron Marlowe. I get to open for him. He's very up and coming, but he's had a lot of success lately, so I'm very excited to open for him
That's wonderful.
at the Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival this month. So there's several other shows going on. If y'all want to keep up with that, like I said earlier, just get my Facebook, Sydney Adams, get my Instagram, Sydney Adams Music, or check my website. I always am posting where I am, so
Yes,
maybe
you
I can
are.
see you all. One of you did come to my show last year, so one of my shows last year, and you all still comment on my stuff, and you're always showing support, and you don't even know how much that means to me. So I really appreciate you all taking the time to be here with John and Mama, obviously the stars of the show.
Mama, that's Mama.
But I really appreciate them opening their home to me this evening, and you all taking the time to spend the evening with us and listen to my music. So I really appreciate that, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And that's about all I have.
Sydney, if you'll come right over here and stand behind Mama,
Yeah.
we'll say goodnight to the folks. We all know the star of the show's Mama. They just put up with me, Sydney. They tolerate me, is what the thing is. But we're going to say goodnight, like we always do. Mama, can you get in there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to get the camera right.
Sydney.
So we're going to say goodnight. Thank y'all for being here. It means so much to us. And I'm sure Sydney will be reading your comments, so comment away. And me and Mama will be reading them. And I know you are just wonderful. Thank you so much. Say goodnight, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Say goodnight, Sydney. Bye.
Good night, everybody.